Hello, Gemini. This is your boy. My rap name is Big Squeaky, and I'm coming at you live. I'm gonna give you guys a reading. Okay, so we're gonna do. This is November 30th to December 7th, 2017, and this is a general reading. This is the what's going on reading. Okay, Big Squeaky's gonna give it to you nice and clean. Okay? We're gonna see what we can get for you guys. So, Gemini, November 30th to December 7th. Let's see what we can get. If you guys resonate with these videos, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I love it when you guys subscribe. It makes me really happy. We're growing as a family, and I love that. Also, I do talks on the weekends. I'm going to try and do another one this weekend. I already did one, I think it was 3 days ago, and yeah, that went really well, and you guys can look at that. That's up and ready to go. I talk about ayahuasca, and I talk about my experiences with it. This next one will probably just be focusing more on, well, I haven't pinpointed it down yet, but I'll get it pinpointed down right when we're talking, okay? And also, the first 7 people, like last time, the first 7 people to book to get, okay, first 7 people to get me for a private reading, you guys get a discount, okay? You get a 25% discount. Those spots do fill up super fast. So, if you guys would be interested in a private reading, my prices are already really good, but an extra little bit, 25% off, that doesn't hurt anything, I don't think. So, let's look at what we got. Alright, Gemini, your first card is, we have the 10 of Wands upright. Alright, so this means that right now you're going through some trials and some tribulations. You guys are holding up, it feels like, the world on your shoulders. There's just a lot of burdens going on right now. There's a lot of, for some of you, there's a huge sense of loss. There's a sense of just like something's gone. It could be innocence. It could be a childhood, something to do with childhood is what I'm feeling. It could be back to that. I feel like it's from a young something that happened. Maybe some of you are going through like trauma memories and something happened, but there's something that happened and I feel like you're just coming to terms with it, or you're starting to deal with it now. Maybe some of you, parental abuse, maybe some other things, but I do feel like you're coming to terms with it now, if that makes any sense. Then we get the 5 of Pentacles, and so you're realizing that this is very difficult for you. This is harder than you thought it would be. Geminis are more about, you know, floating around and being kind of just like a faster moving energy, but I definitely feel like right now it's very heavy for you guys, and it's just something where you're kind of going through, you know, you're going through muck. You're like, the air is syrup around you, okay? It's dense. It's just like this dense energy. I'm feeling like this is to help teach you, but I can feel that it's just a very dense and thick energy, and you guys aren't used to that. You're used to more flowing with things. You're used to more being a little more evasive than this, and I just feel like right now you can't do that. You kind of have to face the problem from a head-on perspective, and you can't look at it any other way. You have to face it the way the universe is kind of presenting it. And you need to integrate. You need to take the emotions that you have, no matter what they are, and you need to integrate those emotions. And when we integrate, what we do is we have the emotion, we sit with it, okay? I want you to think of your emotions as children, okay? And we sit with those children. And we listen to what they have to say. We do not judge them. We do not hate them. We do not stuff them down. We do not tell them to go away. We listen to them. We have our heart open, and it hurts, and it's not fun, okay? But what happens is eventually that starts to lose its impact, because the only thing the emotion wants is to be emoted. Emotion is energy in motion. The only thing the emotion wants is to be cleared. That's all it's doing. It's saying, okay, well, I felt hurt, and the way you can validate your own emotions is to say, okay, you did feel hurt. let's learn from this. Don't stuff it down, don't try and run from it, don't drink it away, don't smoke it away, don't do whatever you have to do to get rid of it that way. Be in the present moment with this emotion and realize that it's trying to teach you something. It's trying to say something's wrong, please listen. And then you can learn and you can grow from that. Okay, you guys? It's all about expressing of the emotions, not suppressing of the emotions. Which a lot of us in society, the way we've been taught, especially men, is that we're supposed to suppress the emotions. We're not, okay? We're supposed to let those go. Okay, so I get the Justice card here, and so this is like karma is balancing. There could also be a Libra that's in your life that could have been causing some heartache. But for the rest of you, I do feel like it's about coming into balance. Like you're going through this difficult time, but it's to balance you out for something that's coming a little bit later, where there's going to be gifts, there's going to be something that's coming later. When I say gifts, I just mean like insight. There's going to be insight, there's going to be experience, which is the best gift you can have. They're having a 2-for-1 sale at Target, you guys. You can buy all the insight and experience you want, and you get, 50% off. I'm just messing. It'd be cool though, right? But yeah, so there's a sense of balance. There's a sense of duality. If you look at this card here, you see 2 cats, okay? One white and one black. And then you see this right here, this diamond, and one part of it's black facing towards the white, and the other part's white facing towards the black. And then you see their tails are overlapping, which again represents the black and white. You see the sword, you see just the whole theme of the card is black and white. It's duality. And what that means is that we take the 2 parts of us and we put them together. The way we put them together is to not become on one part or the other, but to become the observer and let them come together. That's what we do. Cohesion, adherence, unity, that's what we need in our life. That's what we need to have. And these lessons that happen, no matter how painful they are, they're meant to bring us closer together, not further apart, and they're meant to combine and unify and not split apart, right? They're meant to just be this beautiful union, okay? Let me see what else we got here. We got the Daughter of Wands, okay? So this to me, it could be that there's a Libra in your life that caused some pain, but what I'm feeling now, it could be a Libra or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like you guys are just on a self-improvement path. I feel like you've been single. Or you not even recently been single. I feel like you've been single for a while, and this is about self-improvement and looking at your life and trying to understand things from a different perspective. And again, like I said, when you were younger, it could be dealing with father issues, it could be dealing with mother issues, family issues, any number of issues. But I feel that for you guys, it's healing, or it's going to be healing. That's why you're doing this work. You're trying to heal. You're trying to understand things from a different perspective. So I feel like it will be healing, but you kind of have to go back into the wound a little bit and dig out the splinter, and then you can heal. Okay, and then it can heal and it can be done healing. But for now, you guys are in that phase where it's like you need to dig through and find the splinter. And that's not fun. There actually could have been a sister involved too. I mean, I'll take the Daughter of Wands because we're in a family situation. I'm going to look at that literally and say that I feel like it could be, for some of you, it could be that you have a daughter. I feel like I'm reading to more of a younger crowd with this energy. It just feels younger. It feels, like mid-20s to early 30s, maybe some people in their 40s out there, but I feel like this could be like a kid sister, or it could be something to do with guilt with the sister, or you did something to her, she did something to you, and there's been like a rift in the family, okay? Could be she stole your boyfriend, or she, something like that, and now you're trying to reconcile the differences. I don't feel like the boyfriend would be in the picture anymore. Again, that's very, very specific. I think that would only apply to maybe 1 or 2 of you guys. But now there's definitely this sense of like wanting to forgive and wanting to move on because he's out of the picture. He wasn't any good anyway. Both of you guys got played and screwed over. and kind of got played against each other in a way. Let me see what else we get. Okay, we get the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this card to me is about working on the self-work. It's about understanding yourself, understanding your investments in yourself, and kind of coming to fruition in your own abilities. So again, what we're talking about, this whole reading is nothing but self-improvement. It's nothing but just trying to understand yourself and learn things. And I'm not getting in a sense that it's in a spiritual direction, but I'm getting in the sense that it can definitely be in a spiritual direction in certain ways, because everything spiritual is just improving. It's just improvement. The way you grow in any way, area, anything in life is to just steadily improve over time. And so this can be applied toward a spiritual purpose, toward a non-spiritual purpose, business purpose, whatever, a relationship purpose, but you're learning what is going on. You're absolving yourself of past. You're just barely starting this, though, is what I'm feeling. But you're absolving yourself of past hurts, and you're trying to get over pain, and you're trying to understand yourself better. You're just trying to come from a place of understanding and love and appreciation and acceptance of yourself, which I don't feel like you ever really had before. And so now that you're realizing what self-love is and what that kind of feels like, you are trying to make up for lost time, okay? You're trying to understand things, and you're trying to look at things in a different way that happened in the past, and trying to reassess them, put them back in your mind with a new way of looking at them, okay? That's beautiful. That is awesome, you guys. I love it. Alright. Last card that we have here, before we do the clarification cards, is the Ace of Swords. So this right here is right underneath the Libra card, okay? The Justice card. And you see there's a sword pointing down here, there's a sword pointing up here. They're kind of facing each other. Okay, so to me this is definitely about integration. This is about the heart space. This is about healing old wounds from the heart. This is about a new way of looking at old situations and understanding that there was more than one way to see it the whole time, but you felt like there was just one way to see it. You felt like your way was the only way, and that's a very young and naive perspective, because it basically says that there's no other way to look at a situation but this way, and you're starting to learn now that there's multiple ways to look at a situation. It's not just black and white. There's several shades of gray, and you're learning now that you have the power and the ability to look at the situation the way you need to grow and to evolve and expand your consciousness, okay? Awesome. That is beautiful, you guys. I love it, okay? Let's see what else we can get. So we got the 10 of Wands here. Let's see what we get on top of the 10 of Wands. It is... oh man, that blows my mind. This is literally dealing with childhood trauma, and the first card we get was this, and I said it was about childhood trauma. And so the clarifying card is dealing with childhood trauma, going into the roots here, your family tree, going into the roots and understanding why the tree is there, why the tree grew the way it did, understanding what's going on with your life, with your family, with your sense of self. Beautiful card. You guys are on an awesome journey. It's hard, it's difficult, okay? But when you're done with it, there's a sense of this cathartic release. It's just like a glad that's over kind of a thing. Like it's one of the harder things to do in life, but once you do it, and especially because I feel like this is a younger group, this is a younger age group, once you do it, you start to feel better. You start to feel this sense of release, and just becoming who you truly were meant to be, and not feeling so burdened, so overwhelmed, so downtrodden in this time. You know, you start to feel better. You're just getting into it now, but trust me, it's a wild ride, but at the end, it's nothing but gratification and goodness, no matter how it goes, because you're understanding yourself better, and we could all use that, I think. Alright, so we got the 5 of Pentacles here. Okay, and this is having your head held low. This is just being sad. This is trying to deal with things and feeling like it's too much, and feeling like it's just too much to bear on your shoulders, you know? And we get the Hermit in reverse. And so that to me says that the reason you're feeling this way is because you failed to look within for so long. You were numbing yourself with something. You were trying to just run from a situation or a problem, or thinking that this was too big of a problem to deal with, and so you never did. And what that does is it slowly gnaws at your consciousness and your conscience and your guilt, and it pulls on everything it can, okay? Because it's one emotion after another of all these trapped energies, and it keeps pulling and tugging on your emotional strings until you're like, okay, fine, what are you trying to tell me? And then it says, I just wanted to say that you're loved and you're this and you're that, but you didn't listen for a long time. And how it feels at first is it doesn't feel like love, because it's a different kind of love. It's like a self-improvement kind of love. At first it almost feels damaging. It almost feels like you're hurting yourself. But it's a love that says you're going to go through this and you're going to be okay. And that is a very special kind of love. And it's a love that only you can give to yourself. Because you're forgiving yourself, you're understanding yourself, and you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to do that again. I love myself too much to do that. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to grow, and I'm going to evolve past what I am now. And that's an awesome thing. Self-introspection is what it's all about. Don't be afraid to look at yourself. Try to understand things in a way that it's not too much to take on. You will be okay. And if you need to, ask friends for help. Talk to friends. Talk to people you can trust about these issues and get help and understand yourself in that way. Alright. So we have the Libra card here. Okay, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And so this Libra, for some of you guys, could be trying to bring balance into your life, or you could be trying to bring balance into their life, and it just wasn't working. This will be for some of you. We'll kind of go off on an alternate timeline, but it just wasn't working when you were trying to bring balance into this person's life, or vice versa. I feel like you had to bring balance into your life. They couldn't bring balance into yours. And so right now, that's what you're on the quest to accomplish here. I don't know if there's a romantic relationship involved with this person. It could just be a close friend for you, but it's something where they're trying to bring balance to you, or you're trying to bring balance to them, and it's just a situation where you're both trying to understand each other and trying to bring foundational balance into a relationship where both of you can grow and evolve, but one of you has to grow and evolve before the other one can, and then kind of come back and help the other one, so to speak. Okay, so we got the Daughter of Wands here, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and our clarifying card is the Nine of Cups. And so your wish to reconcile with this person from your past, like I said, it could be a sister. For some of you, it could be a daughter, but I'm literally seeing like kid sister. I'm seeing a younger sister, and I'm seeing that, you know, like I said, the boyfriend stealing your boyfriend, or doing something similar, just something very heartbreaking in the moment at the time. I'm seeing a wish being fulfilled, that you're having closure with this person, that you're coming back together with this person. And although it's difficult, there's going to be some kind of closure. Whether it's good or bad, there's going to be closure, and then you can move on in your life. There could be, in certain situations, some of you guys won't get the closure you're looking for, but you'll get the closure you need, and you just need to leave it at that, okay? So we got the Seven of Pentacles here, and then we got the Death card here. So now you're investing in a new persona. You're investing in a new you. You don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but you're investing in a new you, a new way of thinking, and a new way of letting old shit go. And in this process of becoming a new person, you're like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You're this person that's just so different. You wouldn't recognize yourself from 6 months ago to now. There's been so much shit that's been happening in your life that you're just now starting to realize who you truly are. And that's beautiful. It's a powerful energy. You're getting closure here. You're getting things you need, okay? This is beautiful. I love it. I'm getting passionate about it. I like this. You guys are doing good. Okay, Ace of Swords. We get the Sun, or the Daughter of Cups, okay? So, when you have this new way of thinking, you're going to start developing emotions in a way where before I feel like you weren't dealing with your emotions, okay? Like I was saying, you were running, and you weren't dealing with your own emotions, and now you're going to start stepping out of that numbness, that coldness that was inside of yourself, and you're going to be coming into a place where you can start to feel your emotions again, and you can start to understand the world in a way where it's painted with color. You know, when people don't have emotions, it seems like they see the world in black and white. But what emotions do is they can paint the world several hues and several different versions of colors. And again, we are called human beings, okay? But take, instead of HU, do HUE, man beings, because we're many colors. That's where we come from. The prism of the colors of our chakra, the light that's in our DNA and our cells and our body, that's what we're made of. That is what we are. We are light beings. We are light beings, and that's what this card even shows at the bottom. You see the rainbow there? That's light. That's light, baby. So, you guys are going to be coming into a place where you're going to be going through your own emotions, and you're going to be understanding things. Do not run away from that. Come into your own emotions. Come into that sense of self, and embrace it. I was going to say F and embrace it, but I wasn't going to say F, I was going to say the actual word. Freaking embrace it, okay? You guys are beautiful. Gemini, you guys are doing an incredible job, okay? Keep looking. Don't stop. Keep understanding yourself. Keep trying to be better than what you are now, and just keep going. I love you guys. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Every time I get a subscriber, it makes me happy, and we're growing the family, and I really appreciate that. Please comment down below if that's something you want to do, and please email me for a reading. My prices are already really good, but the first 7 people, the spots fill up fast, but the first 7 people get a 25% discount on my readings. Alright, you guys, I love you, and I will talk to you next week. Take care.